Welcome to Perfect Pitch with Reginald. I have a distinguished guest today on our sets, and I would like to welcome him. Welcome, Vishalji.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot.
Vishalji, today's podcast would be going to be very interesting. It's going to be very natural, and we'll come to know a lot of things about you. J4E is a community of startup and MSME, which is based on Indian culture. My today's guest is Vishal Methi, and he's a founder for J4E. The purpose of this community is to make entrepreneurs financially rich, leading to growth of Indian economy. I just want to give you the background of J4E in detail. It started in the year of 2016, and since then it has grown to be a community of 6,000 plus entrepreneurs, associated via various social platforms. They want to create a unique networking and learning platform to help every Indian entrepreneurs to increase the success ratio of entrepreneurship. In this pursuit, Vishalji keeps meeting a lot of top leaders and politicians. He is the voice for entrepreneurs, and they have a lot of angel investors in their board to help and assist and guide young entrepreneurs. J4E offers solutions for enthusiastic entrepreneurs through networking events, businesses and buddy meets, skill development programs and mentoring sessions. So let us put a hand on Vishal Methi and invite him. Thanks. About your personality and about your organization. So before we do that, would it be great? And I've already introduced to the audience about what you are and about your experience. But it's great as you are there. It will be great to have from the horse's mouth. Can you just talk about about who is Vishal Methi as an individual, as a personality?
Okay. First of all, I would like to thank you so much for inviting me in this podcast channel.
Great.
And it is my pleasure to be with you.
That's great, sir.
Thank you. Regarding me, basically, my name is Vishal Methi, as you all know that. And I am from a place called Gondia, which is a border of Maharashtra.
Oh, wow.
And I did my IT engineering from there only. And then I shifted to Bangalore. I did my PG from there.
Okay.
And I started my IT career from a startup.
Great.
So I was the first employee of that organization.
Great.
And being a Marwadi family, as well as I started my career from the startup. So it was a thought process since that day I will start my own venture.
Wow.
Maybe after 7 to 8 years time. That was my dream in 2003. And then I shifted to Pune in 2005. I joined Sintel, then I joined Persistent, and I am having around 8 years of experience in IT industry.
Great.
But then I realized that probably even though having a very handsome salary is in IT is a very good thing, but probably it is not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
I am born for some other purpose. So that has motivated me to start something different.
Great.
And then I started my own business. Many people are not aware of it that before J4E I tried around 8 to 10 businesses.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes.
I am not aware of that.
Yeah, many people are not aware about it.
That's great.
And every time I was not able to grow my business, and probably that was the reason I realized that in India probably we need an ecosystem which is required for the growth of the startups and MSME.
Right.
And that's the reason I started J4E. And if you ask Vishal Methi, the mission or purpose of Vishal Methi's life is like to do something for the startups and MSME.
Wonderful.
And I'm not too much motivated by the money that if I'm getting something just by money and I have to do something, probably I'm not a right person. But if I'm inspired to do something for the contribution for the society, definitely if something is betterment for the society, I would love to do that. So this is about...
that's great, Vishal. I'll come to the J4E part later on. I'll definitely have a lot of questions to ask to you. But as you mentioned that you did your education from Gondia, Tell us more about your education, like your college days, and many more things, many more stories about those days.
Okay. First of all, I was very much consistent about one part in my school days as well as college days. I was a consistent backbencher.
Oh, is it?
So that was like first day of the school or first day of the college. I prefer to sit over there, and still nowadays also, if there is any event, I prefer to sit on the last bench only.
That's great.
I was not like too much study oriented a guy, but I would always love to do something different apart from studies.
Okay.
And probably that nature has inspired me to run this business. When I was around probably 19 or 20 years old, we have adopted one of the स्मॉल विलेज वी कैन से कस्बा एक छोटे से कस्बे को हम लोगों ने अडॉप्ट किए थे. तो वहाँ के जो आसपास के स्कूल के जो बच्चे लोग होते थे उनको हम लोग फ्री बुक्स देना, एंड कई बार बच्चों के पास चप्पल नहीं रहती थी, तो वी हैव डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड चप्पल. So it was always like we have to do something good for the societies.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
And I was fond of long drive and all these things.
Okay.
तो दोस्तों के साथ कई बार नाइट ड्राइव के लिए जाना, घूमना फिरना करना. So if you ask me, that was the best days in my life when I was doing my studies. Okay. It can be a graduation, post graduation, school days, and most memorable days of my life.
Sure, great, Vishalji. Thanks for sharing about your college days.
Vishalji, you spoke about the other things, but I just want to ask you one more thing, that you're known for J4E right now. So, what is J4E and how did you get this name, J4E?
Okay. Basically, J4E stands for Just for Entrepreneurs.
Okay.
So, as I mentioned that I tried around.
So, just for audience purpose, I'm repeating it. Just for
entrepreneurs.
Okay.
Yes. So, the thing is that, as I mentioned, I tried many businesses and I got failed in all that businesses.
Okay.
So, I thought let me create something for the entrepreneurs. And I just want to create only for the startups, MSME and entrepreneurs. And that's the reason I thought, why not J4E, Just for Entrepreneurs. And basically it is a community of startups, MSME, by the startups, for the startups, and we keep organizing lots of activities. The purpose is that around more than 90-95% startups are not able to grow their business because of a number of challenges in their journey.
Right.
And we want to create a platform so that the success ratio is hardly around 2-3% as of now.
Yeah.
So mission of J4 is like to help 10 lakh Indian entrepreneurs by helping them to grow their business, and for the same purpose we are giving them lots of opportunities or activities. Like we keep organizing lots of networking events which is helping them to increase their network,
Right.
helping them to generate leads over there. We are helping startups to connect with the corporate people so that they can get a bigger ticket size business over there. We are helping our startups to learn from the corporate people, because we want to start the venture, but
Right.
unfortunately we are not aware about the basic fundamentals of the business.
Right.
So these startups people are getting trained by the corporate people, so which is giving them more visibility or clarity about their business. So this is all about J4E.
So, Vishal, you mentioned that your vision is to get till reach of 10 lakhs. So, can I know when this started off, which year, and currently what is the number of people who are your members, and how is strategically you're moving at year on year?
Okay. So we started in 2016, and we have seen the phase of COVID, as well as there were certain phases like there were lots of up and down, and we started like basically I'm an IT engineer.
Right.
So I was not aware about anything about IT, and as I mentioned, I'm from Gondia, so I was not having any connect with the startups. So you can say that in 2016, just 2 or 3 people was sitting over there and having a just a talk. We want to start some venture.
Right, right.
And 2015 and 16, there was no other platform except one platform.
Correct.
So nowadays there are a number of platforms, but right now we have close to more than 5,000 startups or
5,000.
startups are associated with us right
That's a
now.
number, good number, very good number.
Thank you so much. And now we are planning to launch our mobile app maybe in a month or 2 months time.
Okay.
So our next planning is that to grow J4E with the help of technology. And this is the first platform where I'm going to announce that I have not discussed with anyone. Only our board of advisors are aware about it.
Okay.
We are going to launch J4E as India's first digital networking platform.
Wow, that's really massive.
So that is our next strategy to reach in the masses.
Great. So I think you're using technology, like using mobile apps to reach out, to more people. Any other strategic plans that you are? I recently heard that you're also now talking to a lot of institutions. In fact, you're talking to Diva Patil Vidyapit. So what is that all about? What are you trying to? How are you reaching them, and what is the end goal?
Okay. So basically in J4 it's not only about networking, it is basically a community where people are helping each other. So one of our mentor, one of our advisor, Dr. Vaibhav Deshmukh sir, he is associated with Dr. Diva Patil Vidyapit.
Right.
So he's the one who has connected over there. So we are planning to launch one event in the December, first week of December, and expected around 1,000 people, startups participate on that day. And maybe people will see that how we are moving towards from offline networking meet to the digital networking platform.
Yeah. So you actually you are playing a major role is from entrepreneurship to student, and from student to making them an entrepreneur. Is that the journey that you are doing right now? So I want to ask you a question, and one question is based on your what you said to me earlier, that you were a backbencher. I also agree that I'm also a backbencher. Nothing wrong with that. But how do you say, or what do you describe as being a pure academic person, being a backbencher? What are your thoughts on that? Is it like to be an entrepreneur, you need to be very strong in academics, or it's like the backbenchers also can make it?
Okay. See, I strongly believe that academic, that race behind the marks and the future, there is no alignment over there.
Yeah.
It's not like that if you are the topper, then only you are the successful. If you are the backbencher, you will struggle in your life. डॉक्टर अब्दुल कलाम सर का एक बहुत अच्छा सेंटेंस है कि इंडिया का जो बहुत बड़ा टैलेंट है वो बैक बेंचर के थ्रू आता है, बिकॉज दिस पीपल प्रोबेबली आर नॉट गुड इन द मार्क्स बट दे आर ऑलवेज क्रिएटिव. सो आई जस्ट वांट टू से दैट कि दोज हु आर वाचिंग दिस पॉडकास्ट एंड इफ यू आर ए स्टूडेंट, focus on your career, focus whatever you want to do.
That's true.
And marks never decide your future. But it does not mean that कि आपको पढ़ाई नहीं करना चाहिए. Obviously पढ़ाई करना चाहिए, मार्क्स भी लेके आना चाहिए, लेकिन उसके कारण हम लोग लाइफ के कई सारे पैरामीटर्स हैं जो हम लोग भूल जाते हैं. लाइफ को एंजॉय करना भूल जाते हैं just because of marks. Don't do that. Enjoy the life.
Absolutely.
So this is
very true. Vishal, you said a very nice quote, and I really agree to that. Moving further, I wanted to know that, youngsters are now coming in a big way, and in fact, India is turning out to be like the hub actually for startups. So the challenge which startups normally are facing, especially youngsters, is funding. So what J4E is doing for that?
okay. It is one of the most important part for any startups or MSME. Funding is required for any startups to grow.
Right.
But unfortunately, many startups are not getting funding and they feel bad कि दूसरों को funding मिल रही है और हमको funding नहीं मिल रही है. But there are a number of reasons behind it. One of the things is that probably your concept is good,
Yeah.
but the way you are planning to execute it, probably you are not matching that gap. You are planning and execution. And many startups are like, we want to start something, they start the venture, but the sufficient skill sets which is required for their business growth or team which is required for their business growth, they don't have.
Right.
So before the funding, they need a good team. They need an experts, those who know how to grow the business from 1x to 10x or maybe 100x. Then only we can get an investor over there. And J4E has a few investors associated with us, and couple of J4E members got funding also. But I would request you that before funding, first prepare your business plan, and once you are ready, definitely go and pitch in front of investors over there.
Regarding the pitching before investors, like I just want to know and tell you that few cases have happened that young entrepreneurs, they have brilliant ideas. When they go to pitch, they complain that their idea has been robbed. So has that kind of thing happened, and how do you tell the audience how to avoid those situations?
Okay, so the thing is that हर एक पेरेंट्स को अपना बेबी बहुत अच्छा लगता है,
Right.
ठीक है, ऑल द बेबीज आर गुड, बट कोई भी इन्वेस्टर अगर अपना पैसा लगा रहा है तो उसको यही रहता है कि मेरा पैसा कितना सिक्योर है एंड वो कितना पैसा ग्रो कर सकता है. स्टार्टअप्स के साथ प्रॉब्लम ये है कि उनको लगता है कि हमारा बिजनेस मॉडल बहुत अच्छा है, बट दे डोंट वांट टू पुट देयर ओन मनी. एंड इन्वेस्टर का थॉट प्रोसेस ये रहता है कि व्हेन यू आर नॉट एबल टू पुट योर ओन मनी, why should we put our money in the business?
Right.
So, and if you look what investor want, what is the investor mindset, and if you work on that, definitely you can get some funding. Otherwise, there is no other option. Investor will never invite you in front of them to pitch.
Yeah, but my question was a little different. My
Okay.
question was, like when they pitch,
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah.
their ideas are getting robbed by the investors.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I had drop. तो पुराना वाला क्वेश्चन हटा देंगे, चुरा लेते हैं. हाँ.
But that also answer was perfect. But this is robbed. They chura lete. So how to avoid that kind of a situation?
See, the thing is that in certain cases we are helpless. It is always about ethics, and unfortunately in India, nothing we are doing nowadays ethically. So there is always a fear that people will take your ideas.
Yeah.
But the thing is that you don't have any other choice. If you are good in some business model, even though if they are taking your business concept, they will not probably able to grow your business.
Right.
If you have a talent, definitely you are able to grow your business. You would be a right person. What people are doing a mistake, they always have a fear to share their ideas in front of others, and they are not sharing their ideas, which is one of the biggest mistake. Go and speak in front of a number of people.
Yeah.
When the concept is good, someone will pick up your concept, someone will stand with you, and they will help you to grow your business.
Yeah, that's perfect, and that's true also. Vishal, one more question related to this, like related to funding, like so in J4E, like you mentioned that you already have angel investors onboarded in J4E. So is there any case study or which you want to tell your audience that this is the organization which came to us with this was a requirement, this is the funding they got, and this is how much they are right now, the journey? Any other case study?
See, the thing is that usually investors, if anyone is planning to invest any business in J4E also, when people are reaching to us for the funding part, we go through the profile and all these things, and if any innovation is there, definitely we pitch in front of the investors. But usually what we do in J4E or as well as other investors, they always have an eye on the people, those who are doing something different.
Right.
And if the concept is really good, people do invest. Like we have Mahendra Lunia sir, who is
Okay.
who is into digital gold. So people have approached them. They are like, we want to invest in your business. So one of my friend, he was in the concept of air purifier. Because of the pollution, there are so many health problem people are facing. So there are like couple of investors, those who have reached me that we want to invest in these startups. and they have invested more than like a crore rupees. They have invested in this business. So be innovative, do something different, so that instead of you reaching to the investor, let investor should reach you. That is the best way.
That's a wonderful say. Like instead of you reaching to the investor should reach out to you. There are a lot of methods to reach out, and one of the method to reach out to investors is J4E. Uh, I want to ask you a question that nowadays it's like for most of the youngsters, if you talk to them, they are watching this program called Shark Tank, and they get inspired. Well, nothing wrong in that. It's a nice program. It's getting inspired to by them. But what is your? Do you watch this program first of all, and what is your take on this?
Uh, Obviously, Shark Tank is a very well-known brand, and not only me, everyone is watching that Shark Tank. Those who want to start their own venture, but I feel so somewhere people are not understanding the concept of Shark Tank. The purpose of Shark Tank is to encourage entrepreneurship.
You're right.
They want to grow the business, but the mindset usually people have, they feel that if others are getting a funding through Shark Tank, it means that our business also will get funded by others.
Right.
And they do not understand what are the parameters required for the funding, and they just start their venture and then they complain that we are not getting a funding. So don't focus on the investor, focus on your business growth. If you are able to grow your business financially, anyone will reach you. So please don't get inspired by Shark Tank and then just starting the business because you will get a funding. Please don't do that mistake. Do your business and surely you will get a funding if you are able to grow your business financially very well, pretty well.
Vishalji, thanks. I like the views of what you said to the youngsters, especially the audience, about your views on Shark Tank and how to get investment. I also wanted to say, because I was into business for a long time, and I realized one thing that we kept on running after business to business, but then never thought about how to get profits out of business. We never looked at accounts. We were very, very weak in accounts. I am good in sales, but weak in accounts. So never used to look at the profit margins, the gross margins. So, what is your experience, and is there any training available for this in Pune?
See, it is one of the most important factor, and it is related with the funding, because if any startups is looking for the funding, usually investor looks on multiple parameters, but one of the most important parameters is like finance.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, people are very good in their domain knowledge, but they are very weak in the business knowledge.
Correct.
And for business knowledge, they always look like आपका जो धंधा है उसमें आपको कितना प्रॉफिट हो रहा है कितना लॉस हो रहा है. दिस इज वन पैरामीटर. एंड सेकंड पैरामीटर है कि आपके पास कितनी लाइबिलिटीज है एंड कितने एसेट है.
Exactly.
And that is the one of the reason when people are weak in this, they are not able to grow their business sufficiently.
Right.
In that case, one of our mentor, his name is Anil Lamba sir.
Yeah, I've heard about him quite a lot. He's a very famous personality.
Yeah, he's a very well-known person.
Yes.
So he keeps organizing lots of sessions basically for the corporates, but for startups they have lots of online training program. So I recommend people, if you're planning to do any business, please watch Anil Lamba sir. You will get lots of information about finance part, and he's one of the well-known courses like finance or non-finance.
Great.
जनरली हम लोग को एक फियर रहता है फाइनेंस से रिलेटेड कि ये चीजें समझ में नहीं आती कौन ध्यान दे.
Yeah.
बट बिजनेस में वो सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट पैरामीटर है. उनकी जो ट्रेनिंग है ये फाइनेंस फॉर नाइन फाइनेंस, दैट हेल्प्स मेनी पीपल टू अंडरस्टैंड द बिजनेस वेरी वेल, एंड इट हेल्प्स फॉर द डिसीजन मेकिंग आल्सो.
Great. That adds to one more thing, like as you mentioned that you know personalities like Anil Lamba, a well-known person in more in pastry especially. Related to that, like I want to understand, like how did you get in touch with Anand Deshpande, like the famous person, persistent, like your connection with him, and more about that story. Like, can you just tell us more about it?
I got one brownie point. Basically, I'm an ex-persistent employee.
Oh, is it? Oh, actually.
So, once in 2015, I have sent an email that, sir, I'm an ex-persistent employee. I would love to meet you regarding that purpose. And then I have mentioned that purpose. He gave me an appointment after 2 months time, and then I got a chance to meet him. I presented whatever I'm doing, and he encouraged me a lot about my concept. And it is like now around a decade it is going to get over my relationship with him.
Oh, is it?
And one thing, I always look him as a mentor.
Right.
So whenever I get stuck related to business, like what should be the next planning, and whatever the problems I'm facing regarding my business, usually whenever I get his time, I discuss with him. So it is helping me to make J4E different than others, and that is his knowledge many times which is helping me a lot.
Right. So, with Anand Deshpande sir, have you ever launched any program where J4E members have come together? Anything related to that, like?
Basically, Anand sir has one more organization, one more NGO, which is De Asra Foundation.
Okay.
And I'm highly inspired by the Asra Foundation because, frankly speaking, whenever I see the activities of the Asra, it gives me a direction what should be the next planning of J4E. So we have done many events and programs with the help of the Asra Foundation, and because of the Asra Foundation, many J4E members got lots of opportunities.
Oh, okay.
One of the biggest opportunities which we have received, like more than 50 J4E members have promoted their business within a corporate, like Persistent and other companies. They put a stall over there. Employees are coming to that stall, and those who are interested by the product, they are buying from the startups directly.
Okay.
So the kind of you can say that ground level
Right.
benefit which is given by the Asra Foundation is really marvelous. Like they work on startups problem, understand the problems of the startup, providing them a solution to it, which is helping startups to grow more financially.
So this DASRA is a not-for-profit organization, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, that they are into mentorship or they are into like social work kind of a thing.
So the Asra Foundation is basically for the startups, those who want to start their business or they are in the early stage of their business. So they give lots of facilities, like startups are not aware about the compliances part.
Right.
They need lots of training, and the trainings cost huge. So many people are not able to attend the training program because of the cost parameters. So they provide lots of training at the low cost. They help startup to make their plan so that they can get government subsidy or government loan also.
Right, right.
And how to approach to the banks. So they make a pitch deck required for it, and they are helping. They have like market linkage. So they are helping startups to get exposure in front of the clients and customers, so that they can get more visibility and then they can get more customers also. So likewise, they are providing many facilities to the startups.
So that reminds me to ask you one more question. Like, if you mentioned that they help to get a lot of government tenders and government business, but generally people they run away from the government agencies, government tenders. Like there are a lot of tenders coming up from the government agencies, but generally entrepreneurship, they are not encouraged to go for government tenders. The reason behind that is like there are the conditions are favorable only for certain organizations, and that's why like we don't stand. They ask for 5 years of profit and loss statement and all that stuff. In this kind of a scenario, what would you like tell to the audience? Like, what is your take on that?
See, what I have learned from the Asra Foundation, because I have attended one of the program, like Dr. Vikrant Kulkarni was giving a session on the government tendering. Then we understand that the biggest buyer for India is like Indian government. But we always have a mindset like we will not get a tender, we will not get the money, and they have lots of monopoly and all these things. So they keep organizing sessions just for the awareness. They don't give any assurance that you will get a government tender. So they don't do that. Only thing is that they give you an awareness in your businessman. At least you look for these opportunities and possibilities.
Right.
So that at least you can try for the government tendering, and they give lots of basic information how you can approach for the government tendering. Nowadays we have online systems available over there. E-tender or something like that. There are many portal over there. So you can apply online, you can follow the process and you can get the tender. And fortunately, there are some J4E members. They have attended the training program and they got government tendering also.
Wow, that's great.
This is the kind of benefit people are getting.
That's wonderful to know. Coming back to one more question that I want to ask you is like, as J4E is established now, 5,000 plus members right now, and you have a very ambitious plan to reach over 10 lakhs. I want to ask that many more other platforms are also coming up now. So where do you stand in terms of competition?
Okay. See, the thing is that there are many networking platforms, and I will tell you the mistakes which is done by the startups and MSME related to networking platform, because I am running a networking platform. So we are different because we do not believe in category clash. We are Indians.
Right.
We are more social. So we believe in collaboration. This is one of the USP of J4E. In J4E, we never stop you to network with anyone. We always encourage you to network with each and everyone. Second benefit, like the kind of J4E work is doing, there are many corporate people, those who are associated with us. So startups are getting directly connected with the corporate people. So they are getting a business from the corporate. So this is like a different benefit. We have a different way of giving our training program. We call it ELM training program. ELM stands for Entrepreneurship, Leadership and Management.
Great.
So the more they are strong in this ELM skills, the business will be more chances to grow. And for that same purpose, we are just meeting with the successful people of Pune or other parts of Maharashtra, and we are learning from them how do they grow a business. Like we have done many sessions with Dr. Anand Deshpande sir. We got a chance to learn from him. Neena Lekhi is a founder of Begit, and Shraddha Kapoor is a brand ambassador of Begit. Then we have met with owner of Amir Chicken. And then we have Sailesh Bor, who is working in Microsoft as a senior manager. Then we have Dr. Vaibhav Deshmukh sir. He is a corporate HR manager in Venkis. Likewise, there are so many people, those who are helping us and guiding us by their knowledge. So this way it is different than other networking platform. And I can say that what people are doing mistake, they are part of more than 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. I don't know how they are attending so many networking.
Yeah,
I am not able to encash only J4E, and they are part of so many networking platforms. So instead of that, people can be part of MCCI, people can be part of TIE, people can be part of Rotary. There are so many, they can join some training program, PMAs over there. So it is better to be part of one or two networking platform, and then better to get associated with other organization, so that they learn more things, they get more opportunities.
How's your relationship with MCI and TIE?
Okay.
Ganesh Natarajan specifically, Ganesh Natarajan.
Okay. So I have attended many TIE program. I am just a member over there, and no doubt they are doing a wonderful job for the betterment of the society. MCCI is a very well-known brand, and we are fortunate enough. We have done some program with the help of MCCI. So we also created one of the program with the help of MCCI about awareness about the government tendering. So they have invited one of the trainer from Delhi, and they give lots of guidance to us. So MCCI also doing lots of training program for the growth of the startups. Only thing is that we have to reach them and understand that how they are helping the startups.
I see that you in the government side, you are well connected with a lot of senior ministers, and you do have a couple of meetings with them also. Like I've been talking to Nitin Gadkari ji and a former PM, Devendra Fadnavis ji. So from that perspective, like how do you get youngsters and entrepreneurs, co-founders, founders? For them, what platform, what level are you opening up for them with the government things, like issues?
Okay, see, the thing is that we have reached them. We have reached Nitin Gadkari sir also, as well as Shri Devendra Fadnavis ji also. The purpose of Nitin Gadkari sir is like one of my friend. He he's interested to invite him as a chief guest. So we met him to invite him in their forum, and then we met Shri Devendra Fadnavis also, and we pitch about J4E and about startups and MSME, and we understanding that how government can support us. So being a community, we always love to meet such kind of people, and we share them the startups problem and challenges, and understanding that how these people are helping the startups and MSME.
Vishalji, one last question from Perfect Pitch with Reginald. Like, how was your session with me? And last question to the audience, like, is that, what message do you want to pass on to them? Like, if they are planning, if someone is planning to start a small business, how do you encourage them?
Okay, so I can say that if you're planning to start your venture, don't do the mistakes which other people are doing. Understand the fact that around more than 90-95% people are not able to grow their business. तो वो बोलते हैं ना कि एक समझदार इंसान दूसरों की गलतियों से सीखता है, कम से कम उन गलतियों को नहीं दोहराता है.
Right.
तो मैं आपको ये कह सकता हूँ कि always have a mentor in your life. Always have someone in your team who knows finance very well. Make sure that कि आप हर week at least 2 to 4 hours you should give for the self development. Attend lots of training program which is helping you to grow your skill sets. So this is one of the like my experience I can share with you, so that you can reduce the challenges which you are going to face in your life. So this is for the audience, and I must say thanks to you, sir, and Perfect Pitch with Reginald is like I don't know, I got so much energy while having a discussion with you, and the initiative which you have taken will help lots of startups and MSME to present their business concept in front of audience, so that it can help them to get more visibility, more credibility. It will help them to grow their business, and I wish you all the best for your
Thanks so much.
future. Thanks for this opportunity.
Right.
Thanks for watching this show, and I request all of you that please like, subscribe and share this YouTube channel. Let us support sir so that he can help all of us to grow our business also. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.